Hey, what is going on, guys? Slick Joe here, hoping you guys are having a fantastic day as always, and welcome back to another Black Ops 4 Zombies video. Yes, not Black Ops 3 like I said in my last video, because I had been playing video games for 30 hours straight and was starting to lose it a little bit. We're talking about Black Ops 4, so now that we have taken a bit of a break to make a video and to regain a little bit of sanity, let's talk about the top 5 box guns in Black Ops 4 Zombies. Now, this list is only going to be the guns that are exclusive to the box. So any weapons that you can buy off the wall but are also in the box are disqualified. We're only talking about guns that are exclusive to the box. The box is the only place you can go to buy them. And we are also disqualifying any wonder weapons because those are usually some of the best guns in the map. So we're just going to save those for another video. But before we get into the list itself, make sure you guys go down in the comments below and tell me what your list is for top 5 box guns in Black Ops 4. I'd definitely be interested to see it. And also drop a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this video. And if not, well, fuck me and let's get into it. So coming in at the number 5 spot, I have the Rampart 17. Now this is an assault rifle and it's kind of like the Man of War from Black Ops 3. If you guys remember that gun, it was pretty good then and it's very similar. It has kind of a slower fire rate, high damage, but overall, it's a pretty good gun, and I'd say it's one of the best, like, kind of all-around guns in the box. It's going to be like your ICR you can buy on the wall or any of those assault rifles. In this game, the assault rifles are kind of like that all-around, just good gun. You can use them in pretty much any situation, point building, killing zombies, running gun, all that good stuff. So that is what this gun is. It's got some high damage. It has a decent amount of ammo, and like I said, just an all-around great gun. It also has some attachments that can make it even better and increase the damage even more, which just makes it almost insane. And attachments do play a huge part in the guns in this game. Yes, most of the good guns are still good without attachments, but if you add those in, it can make those guns a whole lot better. Now, the attachments I like to run on the Rampart are the reflex sight, high caliber 1 and 2 to get that increased damage, FMJ 1 and 2 to get that increased damage on boss zombies, and then fast mag so that when you're running around close quarters, you're always reloading super fast, since that is pretty essential with all the tight corners and whatnot that are in these Black Ops 4 maps. Now, obviously, this gun does have some bad things about it, which is why it's the number 5 spot, and that is it has no operator mod, which is kind of that special attachment that gives you kind of a special ability to your gun. It has a slower fire rate, which isn't a huge deal since there is high damage, but I do usually like a little faster fire rate gun. It's not the best gun against the boss zombies. It does okay, but it's just kind of on that front. And then another huge thing that is just a real shame about this gun is it doesn't unlock until level 48. And if you guys don't know, level 55 is when you prestige, so you don't even get this gun for that long. And like I mentioned earlier, those attachments are key, so not being able to put them on your gun to level 48 is kind of not good. So that is the reason that this gun takes the 5 spot and not any higher. And to be frank, there are just a lot of wall buy choices that are similar to this gun and are just as good, if not better, and you don't even have to get them out of the box. So that is why I gave this gun the number 5 spot on the list. Now, coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the SG-12. Now, that is a full auto shotgun, and it is really similar to the Brecci or the Haymaker from Black Ops 3. A lot of these Black Ops 4 guns are similar to Black Ops 3 guns, and this one is similar to the Brecci or the Haymaker. And if you do remember, those were pretty clutch guns in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Everybody always liked to use them. You were always hitting the box going for one of those, and that is what this gun resembles. And to make it even more similar, I'm pretty sure when you pack a punch this gun, it's called the Breccius Reborn or something like that, directly tying to the Brecci, so it's pretty obvious that is what this gun was based off of. Now, it's good because it is a full auto shotgun, so when you're running and gunning, you can kill zombies really fast with this thing. It has really high damage. It's pretty good against the boss zombies, especially the boss zombies you see in the gameplay on 9. It demolishes those really quick. And it's a shotgun, so it's good for close combat situations. So it is great for these type of maps that have the kind of narrow hallways and all the obstacles to run around and whatnot. Now, for attachments, I like to throw the reflex sight on it, the extended mag, so you don't have to reload as much. Laser sight 1 and 2, because those are key for good hip fire, so you don't have to aim down sights, which makes you slower and all that jazz. Long barrel, because shotguns usually have short range, so you can add a little bit of range to it. And then max load, which adds a little more damage to each shot. So as you can see, a pretty good gun, but it does have some bad things about it as well. And the first one is the ammo just isn't the best, especially when you get into those higher rounds. You're going to be using a lot of shots, and you're going to run out fairly quick. Also, the operator mod for this this gun isn't that great. It isn't worth the 2 attachment spots in my opinion. It's just like a strobe light that has a chance to stun basic enemies or something. Not totally into it. And again, this one doesn't unlock until level 41, which is pretty far down there. So it is going to be kind of hurt without those attachments, though I don't think this one's attachments are as key as some of the other ones. I think it's pretty much just the same without them. You get that laser sight is probably the biggest help, and maybe the extended mags, but overall still a great gun. It does just suck. You have to wait till level 41 to unlock it. And again, this one falls to the same fate as the Rampart, and that is there are just as good, if not better, shotguns you can buy right off the wall, which shouldn't really be an excuse since we're talking about box exclusive guns. But I just felt like I should mention it because the box luck in this game is not very good. You're most likely going to get a shitty wall buy gun or a shitty box gun, and you're going to be hitting the box a lot trying to get the good gun that you want. So if there's an option you can take off the wall, you normally are going to want to do that. Either way, though, that doesn't take anything away from the actual usability of this gun. Still great. Still has some really good features. Just, again, not the best. Now, coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the Hades. And this is a light machine gun. And, man, is it awesome. Now, this one does have a Black Ops 3 counterpart as well. And it is the Dingo. That was a very, very popular gun in Black Ops 3. It was one of my favorites for sure. And the Hades does not disappoint. It has a fast fire rate, just like the Dingo did. Pretty good damage. It has a decent reload speed, even without some of the attachments that can make it better. Obviously, it's an light machine gun, so it has a lot of ammo. It's pretty good against the boss zombies, and it unlocks at level 28 for your attachments, which honestly isn't too bad. I mean, it's kind of about halfway there, but in all honesty, that's really not too bad because you can level up to 28 fairly quickly. It shouldn't take too long as you're grinding it out. So that is honestly not too bad, kind of right in the middle. And then onto the attachments, it has some of the best attachments in my opinion that can just really make this gun so much better. So the operator mod is the first one I want to talk about because it is just such a cool operator mod. So what it is, it's called the crossbar, and it makes the gun kind of handle like the death machine. So you don't like aim down your sights, it just kind of get it closer to the screen and you just kind of aim down that way, and it makes the gun a lot more accurate. It also speeds you up though. So normally when you aim down your sights, you're really slow and you can't really see. This doesn't hinder your sight or your speed or nothing. It's freaking awesome. It's just one of the best features I think about this gun and why it makes it such a good gun, because this game, like I've mentioned a million times, is all about close quarters. There's a lot of tight spots. Obviously there are places where you can train and be out in the open, but most of the time if you're just running around the map solving Easter eggs, doing whatever, you're in tight quarters, and one of your guns has to have the ability to get you through that. So with the crossbar, it kind of turns this light machine gun into like a running gun kind of gun, and it's really awesome. Then you can also add on hybrid mags, which gives you a larger mag and a faster reload. So that is awesome for a light machine gun since there's no like steady way to get speed cola. Then you can throw on rapid fire, so you speed up the shots obviously, or you can throw on FMJ. It's kind of up to you. FMJ makes it better against bosses. Rapid fire is pretty self-explanatory. And then the other one is laser sight 1 and 2. Also makes this gun great for hip firing. So it's super accurate, isn't affected when you're running. Just all around great attachments to make this gun even better than it is. It's great on high rounds. Overall great gun, and I really do enjoy using the Hades in my match. Now this gun isn't exactly perfect, but I mean it's pretty close. The only bad thing I could think about it was the reload speed is slower than most guns that aren't LMGs, so I guess you could dock it for that, but I mean it's an LMG and it still reloads pretty decently. And then there is another LMG that has a huge mag. It doesn't have the biggest magazine in the world, but it still is great, especially since the reload speed isn't bad at all. It shouldn't really be too much of a problem. But that is why I gave the Hades the 3rd spot on the list. A great gun for sure. Now coming in as the runner-up, the number 2 spot on the list, we have the SDM, and that is a semi-auto sniper rifle. So you know in every Call of Duty they usually have that kind of fast-firing sniper rifle, and this is it. It has super high headshot damage, and you can even increase it with the attachments. I mean, the headshot damage is literally crazy. It can one-shot zombies in the head up to like round 40. It's nuts. Maybe even higher, because that's all the higher I think I went in my game. It has a decent fire rate, obviously semi-auto, so you can fire it pretty fastly. It's not like super crazy anything like that, but it is a decent fire rate. It's really good for high rounds, obviously, because those things I just mentioned. It's really good against the boss zombies with that high amount of damage, and you unlock it at level 17, so you can throw those attachments on it fairly early. 17 isn't super early, but it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. Way better than anything past like 35. So 17, not bad. You'll get it fairly quickly. And then the attachments, I like to throw the iron sights on it, so you get rid of that scope. throw a grip on it to dial back that recoil a little bit, FMJ to help with those boss zombies, high caliber to increase that crazy headshot damage even more, and then the laser sight so you can hip fire this gun if you need to, because like we've been saying, tight spots, a lot of corners, a lot of obstacles in these maps, so it's nice to have a gun that you can fire from the hip and get a zombie out of your way real quick when you need to. But overall, it is a pretty great gun. A few things to mention that are kind of about it. It doesn't have a ton of ammo. I mean, it has a decent amount, but it's not a lot. You might run out if that is your only gun. You're just spamming into a horde of zombies. You can see I run out in the gameplay, I'm pretty sure. Has no operator mod, so no special ability to increase it, which those are usually kind of hit or miss anyway, but still they can make the gun a lot better. And if you want to use this gun to its full potential, you're better off using Deadshot as one of your perks. And I know that isn't the most popular perk, but it does help a lot because you can just ADS real quick to snap to each zombie's head and take them out really fast, and it really helps this gun perform and it really makes it a lot better. But that does take up one of your perk spots, and like I said, this isn't the most popular perk. Not a lot of people like to use it, but either way, those are the cons and why it just missed that #1 spot on the list. But with that out of the way, let's get to what you guys have all been waiting for, and that is the #1 spot. And it might surprise you a little bit, but I gave it to the Hellion Salvo. Now, that is the rocket launcher in Black Ops 4 Zombies. Yes, the freaking rocket launcher. This gun is amazing. It shreds everything. It annihilates literally every type of zombie, every boss zombie, everything in your game. It destroys all of it with no freaking problem. It one-shots the boss zombies. It can lock onto the boss zombies. It's freaking great on high rounds for taking out giant hordes of zombies. One hit and you can take out a massive horde. It has decent ammo, has pretty good reload speed for all things considered, and once you add the attachments, the reload speed is even better, the damage is even better. It just gets even better once you add those attachments. I usually run it with all the attachments because you can literally equip all of them. There's none that you can't equip. You just can get them all once you get it fully maxed out, and it's just an awesome gun. It will literally destroy everything you need it to destroy. Now, obviously, since it is an explosive gun, it can do damage to you if you fire it too close to yourself, but in all honesty, it's not that bad. It doesn't take away half your health or anything crazy, and I'm pretty sure it only takes away one hit, so really not that big of a defect. You don't have to use the PhD perk if you don't want to with it. That is not a requirement. You can use it without. It still does really good, and overall, I mean, what can I say? It is just a great gun, and I freaking loved using it when I was getting the gameplay for this video. It was just so much fun. Now, the only other downside to this gun really is it's kind of hard to get out of the box because, like I mentioned before, the box luck sucks in this game, or at least in my experience it has, and you don't unlock it till level 47, which is quite a ways down of the list right there before you prestige at 55, so you can't put those attachments on it for a while, and you won't even have it for that long once you do. But still, without them, it's still a great gun. It's just awesome all around, and I definitely recommend it if you're doing high rounds, if you're hitting a boss fight, if those boss zombies are getting annoying, go hit the box for this gun and you will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, it is awesome. But yeah, guys, that is my list for the top 5 guns in Black Ops 4 Zombies. What do you guys think of it? Do you agree, disagree? Does something really piss you off? Go ahead down in the comments below. Rant, rejoice, whatever you need to do. Let me know. I would definitely be interested in hearing your feedback. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that great stuff. Again, I would really appreciate that. It helps the channel out a ton. Thank you so much for watching, and I better be seeing you in the next one. Catch you later.